Hi, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Falmouth. I'm Michael.
I'm Susan.
Hey, Susan.
Welcome to snowy Falmouth. Snowy now, rainy Falmouth.
I know you can't see out that window, but it's
I
true,
know,
right?
yeah.
I woke up this morning to a snowblower. I was like, really? I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's all
no,
we're
I
doing.
just scraped my driveway.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
all
it,
you need.
yeah.
It's almost all gone now anyway. So there's a lot going on, isn't there?
There is, it's like during the winter, things are not like sleepy. Yeah,
Oh, no.
we're doing stuff. Yeah. So we're going to start out with the Falmouth Art Center. In fact, the first couple things is the Falmouth Art Center. There's a call out for art, open juried photography exhibition. This is the spring exhibition. The entry of the photo submissions is a digital upload by Smarter Entry only, and all of the links are there on our website, falmouthchamber.com, on the event listing, or you can go to falmouthart.org, and it's all there on how to enter this photography exhibition.
Right.
The deadline for submissions is March 6th. The show is going to be April 26th to May 27th. You can put as many photos as you want in, and the juror will award actually 5 cash prizes. So if you want a full prospectus and a little more information, there is a cost to submit. Go to falmouthart.org.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Make it happen.
Make it happen. Friday Figure Group. This takes place from January 5th through 29, open daily in the Parton Gallery, Partan Gallery, Landgrau Partan Gallery, until Monday, January 29th. They're open every day, free of charge, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. This features works drawn and painted by artists participating in a Falmouth Art Center meetup group that meets weekly using live models. Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
So it's one more week on the exhibit.
Okay.
See it while you can. Community series at the Falmouth Academy continues with Paul Gasick, Storytelling for TV, Win Some, Lose Some. This is Wednesday, January 24th at 7 p.m. at the Simon Center on Falmouth Academy. Paul Gasick has had successes. He's won Emmy Awards, but not all his stories get told, even the good ones. So he'll tell stories about 4 story proposals that never made it. An ocean series, an opal mining series, a 4-parter on the Red Sea, and another 4-parter on one of America's modern dance icons.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? So
the French Sea one sounds really interesting.
So he'll share the stories about what happened to these stories, and he'll also give some insight into documentary filmmaking.
Right.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So we continue with Brrr at the Falmouth Art Center, the Herman Gallery. This is their exhibit that is there until January 29th. It's more than 90 works in a variety of mediums that are inspired by cool days and nights of January, the loss of daylight, bless you.
Excuse me.
The longer nights, the contrast of light on the landscape, and the refuge inside to warm spaces.
Ooh,
Yeah.
For those of us left in Falmouth in the winter, we
Yeah,
can
for
go
those
into
of
that,
us
right?
left, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Dining with Jane Austen, Thursday, January 25th, 1 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
Falmouth Museum's on the Green. The family of Dr. Francis Wicks lived in the beautiful house on Falmouth's Town Green, now owned by the Falmouth Historical Society.
That's right.
During the era, English author Jane Austen was writing her beloved novels. That would be 1775 to 1817. There were many similarities to Austen's England here in Falmouth. I bet there were a lot of similarities up and down the,
Absolutely. All the colonies,
sure,
right?
All the colonies. From the social graces, the room usage, and architecture. This exciting virtual talk, this is a virtual talk, will focus on the food history of the period. What's a rout cake? Who knows? I've never heard of a rout cake. Does Mr. Woodhouse like any food at all? What might Lady Catherine serve for dinner to her exalted guests? References to the novels will accompany this presentation of the dining styles of England's late Georgian and Regency eras.
Awesome.
That sounds interesting, doesn't
Very
it?
much.
Yeah.
Fun.
So that's a Zoom. You have to register, and you'll get the links for the Zoom. And again, like I said, everything's falmouthchamber.com. You'll see all of the links on the calendar list. The 300 Committee Speaker Series continues with Exploring Success in Bird Conservation. Thursday, January 25th, this takes place at the museums on the green, right there across from the Village Green. In the face of multiple studies about declining bird populations, it's important to recognize success stories in conservation. Local bird specialist Mike Tucker will take a close look at the efforts on Cape Cod that are shining examples of why conservation matters.
And there's been a lot of success here.
Mhm.
Right, pretty
There
amazing.
is, yeah.
A lot of birders in town.
And there's a lot of birds around here because we're on that
Cool.
path, yeah. So preserved land, habitat, scientific research, and volunteer involvement are some of the factors that lead to the successes.
Excellent.
And during this presentation, they'll check out grassland birds, migrating birds, forest birds, cavity nesting species who've all benefited. This is free and open to the public.
Nice.
Friday films, new movies at the library. Friday, January 26th, 3 to 4:45. Now, I can't tell you because of copyright.
You can't tell what the movie is.
What the movie is.
But is it a good movie? Do you know? Can you tell us
I
that?
can only tell you it's a new movie. It's not like an oldie moldy yellow movie that you don't,
New movie.
Like what? It's a Wonderful Life or something like that. No, it's something that's been seen 1,000 times. This is a new movie. You actually can go on the library page when you register and they will tell you what the movie is at that point. So yeah, when you register, you're gonna know what you're registered to see. I just can't say it. So that's in the Harmon Room there at the library.
Okay.
MBL Falmouth Forum. Friday, January 26th, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. This takes place over at the auditorium on 7 MBL Street. Why we should care about the Arctic Part 2, an Arctic Science panel. It's going to be moderated by Ann Giblin. The panelists include Jim McClellan from the MBL, Sue Natale from Woodwell, Rebecca Rowe, University of New Hampshire, Colin Ward Huey. Scientists originally went to the Arctic to study ecological processes thought to be impacted by human influences. And that has all changed in recent decades as the Arctic has become ground zero for understanding how ecosystems will respond to rapid climate change. So the panelists will explore a number of these topics, the changing productivity of the Arctic, how the mammals respond, and changes in temperature and snow cover, and what are the risks for the globe related to these Arctic changes.
Right.
There will be short presentations and then an audience Q&A afterwards.
Best of the best there.
The best of the best.
That's awesome. Okay.
And so speaking of cold places, Saturday, January 27th at Falmouth Heights Beach, the Gosnold 2024
Polar plunge.
polar plunge, which we said the last time.
No way. I'm
That
out.
will never happen. So this is
It's gonna be 50 degrees though, isn't it?
yeah, but
But the water's not gonna hurt. I know. But
the
the water.
water's cold.
Yeah.
So this is their first fundraiser of the year.
Yikes.
And you actually register right before you register at 11. The plunge takes place at noon.
You can still make a donation and not jump in the
Yeah.
water. So
Yeah,
you
go
can
to
still
their
support
website.
their very worthy cause.
Exactly.
Yeah,
On their website, you can make a donation. You don't have to plunge yourself into the sub-freezing water. But I mean,
Hey,
if it's on your list,
that's right.
now's the
Yeah,
time.
a lot of people do it. Yikes.
Woods Hole Public Library's Classics Reading Group.
Nice.
Saturday, January 27th, 4 to 5:30 p.m. An ambitious and thought-provoking winter project is taking part in this classics reading group. They will delve into Ovid's Metamorphoses over the course of the next 3 months. This poem is made up of 15 books, 11,995 lines,
Wow.
and can be a daunting prospect for even the most intrepid readers.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's especially welcome to read a work of such magnitude together with a group. So
Everybody needs a little hand now and then, right?
So the first meeting will take place on the 27th, and it will continue the fourth Saturday of each month
Wow.
until I guess y'all get
That's
through
great.
it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah. The annual Robert Burns Supper takes place Saturday, January 27th, 5 to 9 p.m. at the Highfield Hall on the Hill, Highfield Drive.
Mhm.
The Bard of Scotland, Robert Burns, once again being celebrated at Highfield Hall. This is the 8th annual commemorative evening honoring Mr. Burns. Enjoy a night brimming with food, music, spontaneous toasts, and shenanigans. Guests will participate in a time-honored celebration, which includes sampling the traditional Scottish haggis, toasts of whiskey, storytelling, recitation of poetry, trivia, and prizes, bagpipes, and singing, all in the spirit of the poet, Robbie Burns.
Sounds like a fun time all the way around.
Once again, there will be a special curated selection of fine whiskey during the cocktail hour.
Nice.
Dinner will be presented by Pink Door Catering.
Beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
the food will be great.
Yeah,
And
who knew he could make haggis,
that's right. Yeah. Yeah. And acquired taste indeed. But yeah.
So that's it's possible that it's sold out. I don't know. Go to their website or see if there is any space available. This is always very popular.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Woods Hole Film Festival Dinner and a Movie continues with a film screening and conversation with comedian Jimmy Tingle. This is at Redfield Auditorium, 45 Water Street in Woods Hole on Saturday, the 27th at 6:30 p.m. Why would a comedian run for office?
Why?
Why?
Aren't there a lot of comedians running for office?
Ask the president of Ukraine, who was a comedian.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
The Woods Hole Film Festival Dinner and a Movie Film Series continues with comedian Jimmy Tingle. The screenings begin at 7. The doors open at 6:30. And then on the 27th, before the screening, you may receive a 10% discount on the meal portion of dinner at the Quahog Republic Leaside Pub, which is just down the road, 29 Railroad Ave. So there's a number to call for the dinner reservation.
Great.
So check our website, falmouthchamber.com, give you all the links that you need to participate.
Okay.
Passport to Hungary Cape Symphony Concert. Saturday, January 27th at 7:30 and Sunday, January 28th at 3 p.m. This is at the Barnstable Performing Arts Center, which is also known as the Barnstable High School, 744 West Main in Hyannis.
Great place for music.
Great place. And yeah, it is a terrific venue. For centuries, Hungary's been a powerful inspiration for composers of all nationalities, whose imaginations are captured by the country's romantic beauty and colorful folk music. Featuring world-renowned Romani violinist Robbie Lakatos and the Robbie Lakatos Ensemble. Symphony of rich melodies, cultural flavor, sure to arouse the most discerning of palates. Kevin Fitzgerald will conduct an impressive program of inspired Hungarian music.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Bruce Marshall Group, there's a lot of music going on. Saturday, January 27th, 7:30 p.m. at the Katuitt Center for the Arts. Join them as they celebrate their recent signing to Verdict Music. This will be a CD release party for Vintage to Verdict, a best of collection of songs from the group's 7 CDs, plus 2 new songs, including the single Only Love. They'll have their 5-piece lineup that includes newest member John Vanderpool on sax and flute, and there will be giveaways and other surprises. Reserve your tickets now. That's
Awesome.
at the Katuitt Center for the Arts.
Very good.
Yeah. Falmouth Farmers Market is doing an indoor Sunday market
Oh, nice. Good.
over at St. Barnabas Episcopal Church. Shop for the freshest locally grown seasonal and artisan food. It'll take place on Sundays through April 14th. It's noon to 3 p.m. Yes, and this Sunday will be the first one.
A lot of people would be looking for that.
I think
That's
so.
awesome.
Yeah, the
Great.
farmers market's very
Awesome.
popular. History of Jazz multimedia presentation. This takes place at the West Falmouth Library on West Falmouth Highway on Sunday, January 28th at 4 p.m. Learn about the history of jazz as presented by George Shar, sponsored by Falmouth Jazz and the West Falmouth Library. What is jazz anyway?
What is jazz?
We all know it when we hear it. How did it get here? Or more importantly, how did it develop? Did one person kickstart the whole thing? It has been said that jazz is the one true American art form. This multimedia presentation, including a live musical demo, is loaded with original clips of the great jazzers, images, anecdotes, and backstories.
Fun. You're a jazz fan.
I'm
Kind of jazz?
I'm a kind of
Jay's jazz.
Jay's probably more than myself.
Yeah.
I'm a kind of jazz fan. I like more melodic type
Stuff,
music.
yeah.
And George Shar does a great job. So,
George
he's
great.
the man who knows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Call for art at the Falmouth Art Center. This is another call
Another
for
one.
art. Yeah. This is the selfie at Falmouth Art Center, Tuesday, January 30th, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. That's when they're accepting the art. They are seeking works related to the theme of selfie.
Everybody should be good at that, right?
They're going to be having an exhibit, selfie, from February 2nd to the 26th. Portraits, symbols, reflections of the artist, reflecting the cultural heritage and ancestry and/or showing who you are as an artist. Works that explore self-reflection, introspection, inner and outer worlds of the artist. All mediums accepted, open to all, and they'll be receiving the artwork on January 30th, 9 to 5:30 p.m. You can find out all the guidelines, costs, commission information, etc. at falmouthart.org.
Beautiful.
Winter Qigong with Margie Mitchell. This is at also West Falmouth Library out on West Falmouth Highway. Tuesday, January 30th at 5 p.m. Qigong and Margie Mitchell continues through the winter. Pay in person at the class or purchase online at the westfalmouthlibrary.org. Zoom classes are available if you don't want to take a class in person. Dates of the classes are January 30th now, February 6th, and the 13th. A minimum of 6 students are needed for the class to take place. Qigong uses exercise to optimize energy within the body, mind, and spirit with the goal of improving and maintaining health and wellness. Yeah, so that's Winter Qigong. And then finally, white and red wines for the winter months with sommelier Steve Bodell. Wednesday, January 31st, 6 p.m. West Falmouth Library. Busy people.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is another wine tasting. It's at 6 p.m. Tickets are limited. So purchase those at westfalmouthlibrary.org. Short days, long cold nights, sub-freezing temperatures, rosé on the back deck seems a distant summer memory.
Yeah.
No kidding. Happily, there are many hearty red and white wines that are ideal for the colder months. So they will be exploring these, and port, the ultimate winter wine, will be included in the tasting.
All right. Wow. Lots going on. Lots to do. Love it.
Yes, lots going on. We had a wonderful after hours over at the Run House. Thank you, Run House. And we're setting up our next after hours.
Right.
And once we get the confirmation, we'll put that out there.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned,
Yeah.
because near the end of February, we'll be having another after hours.
Yeah, sounds great. We're also ramping up and getting ready for our Citizen of the Year.
Yes.
Nominations will be opening up, and we're going to be accepting those. It's going to be a
Yep.
deadline of February
23rd,
I
I think.
believe.
Yeah.
So that'll be out there.
Yeah.
That'll be
I'll be putting that on the website tomorrow.
so
Actually.
start thinking about that. We'll be going out full force looking for
Yeah.
your nominations.
Yeah.
And
It's time.
it's time. So
Yeah.
anyway, we're gearing up, getting ready, guidebook, prepping the guidebook, getting everything ready for the summer, which is going to come here sooner
Yeah,
than you can
doesn't
imagine.
feel like it now, but
But it's
this
coming.
is temporary.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
But meanwhile, there's a lot to do in town, so
Yeah.
make it a great week.
have a great week.